Hey everyone, thanks again for joining me for the Terminology Tuesday, where this week I'm going to be going over the BRE, also known as the Exclusive Buyer Representation Agreement. So as I mentioned, BRE stands for the Exclusive Buyer Representation Agreement. This is a legal document that formalizes the working relationship between a client and a specific real estate agent. These agreements are completely negotiable, and they're always set for a specific amount of time, usually around 90 to 120 days. You can do shorter or longer depending on what you need. Sometimes they can even be set for a certain price range, maybe a certain general area, or even for a specific property. I also like to call this the relationship agreement because it more thoroughly lays out what that relationship looks like between a client if they're working with one particular agent. For my client, it protects them by putting in writing that I'm going to help them find their dream home and put their interests above my own and anyone else's. It also protects me as the agent because it puts in writing that my client is choosing to work with me exclusively in exchange for my loyalty and highest level of service. It's also important to note that signing such an agreement does not mean you have to make a purchase. Life happens, and if your plans happen to change and you're in a BRE agreement, don't worry. By no means are you obligated to purchase a home if you need to pivot and change your plans. Signing a BRE also gives you the opportunity to figure out how you want to address a dual agency situation should that come up during a transaction, but we'll get into that a bit more next week. And thanks again for joining me for another Terminology Tuesday. If you have any questions about the BRE and how that differs from the standard agency disclosure, feel free to let me know and I'd be happy to lay it out for you. Otherwise, I'll see you all next week where I'll be going over dual agency. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.